Hey there, we are at the Avon Arts Celebration, and joining me today we have Matt Rinn, and clearly he is a master of many crafts if you look at the tent. Thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for interviewing me.
So you lived in Vail and you're now back here. How does it feel to be back after so many years?
Well, it's my second, like heaven on earth, I would like to call it. I come up here on a regular basis. I still have a pretty big crew of friends that I ride with in the wintertime, and then I used to paddle a lot, whitewater paddle, and but a lot of close friends still up here and coming up and showing off my artwork.
Yeah, well, and, you can clearly see the influence of Colorado.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the painting in the back, we call that Colorado Recycles, and that's all recycled glass on that painting. And the bottom section is actually recycled bark. So when I mill my own wood, I save it and utilize it to make my 3D paintings out of it.
Gorgeous. And this almost looks like a climber on a wall.
It is. It's called the Woman of the Mountain. It's patinaed metal. And if you get really close, you can see the detail in that. So you use different types of acids and you metal dust, press them together, and over an extended period of time, you can come up with some beautiful pieces. That's personally my favorite.
It's gorgeous. It's very subtle and, you know, very abstract. You can tell that you're a very creative person.
Thank you.
And then over here, I mean, these kind of look like barn doors or little windowsills. What do you have going on over here?
So this is just an example. I have started making a series of barn doors, so I hand carve them. So if you were looking for a unique barn door, I can come up with a design, work with my clients, and I draw it out and then cut them out and then carve into them. Using this type of wood, you can see the different layers, so it has a topography
I can see it.
effect in it. So yeah, it's been a really big hit. So I'll do two identical sides, and I'll press a tempered glass in between, and then wrap them in metal and hook them on the hanger so they can slide.
That is fantastic. So unique.
Sure.
And these tables are so unique. I mean, it's hard not to just get in a trance and stare into them. So kind of walk us through the process on how to make such a unique table.
So this is a piece of cottonwood that was infested by carpenter ants. So if you give a good close look, I call it caves. So when I got this slab, I have a friend that owns a mill outside of Boulder. So with this one, I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be incredible. Unfortunately, I had to get the ants out of there, and then you don't know how much epoxy goes into it, so it's kind of a guessing game. But you work with it and you make the unique shapes and sand it down nice and smooth.
Do you pour something in it?
Yep, it's a 2-part epoxy.
Okay.
So, and this one has so many characteristics in it. They have little bubble trees in here. Over here, if you look, there's almost, you can see a little bubble arch right there. Mm-hmm. So this one, I see something new every single time. Kind of like this one's frozen, is what I call this, because it looks like a frozen lake.
Oh wow, it totally does.
And if you look at the bottom, those feet on it are recycled concrete saw blades.
Well, we love recycling and just this imagination. And you were telling me you can bring people's ideas to life. You know, if they have some kind of creative idea, you can really make it happen. Yep,
that's what I like to say. I like to create people's imaginations. So if you have some sort of idea, you're not really sure what it is, I sit down and I talk through it with you and figure out what type of materials you like to use, because you can see I like doing all sorts of mixed media with concrete, with wood inlays.
Take a look at this one. Gorgeous. So remind the viewers your company name and how they can get a hold of you and
Sure.
just look up more of your art pieces.
Well, my handle's at Slant Brush 6224 for Instagram and Facebook. And my website's slantbrushstudio.com. And one last thing, everyone, I do custom pieces, everything from wine cellars to dining room tables. So again, if you have something that's on your imagination, give me a call or reach out to me, and I'll be happy to sit down and make it happen for you, make it real.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt.
Yeah, thank you.